Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Dialar's Twi'lek Tactics. This is an Eternal Evolution video, and in this video, we're going to be going over, basically discussing the fact that there are certain heroes in this game, select heroes that can be geared different ways for different content. Now, I don't know if you know this, but I did build a spreadsheet, which we're going to go to, which goes over a general overview of the recommended gearing for every single character in the game. So the link to that spreadsheet is in the description of this video. You can go and click on it. It's open for you to view, not to edit. But let's just move the camera over there and we'll discuss. Because what I had done, and like say take for example Masrani. So if there was an alternate way to gear him, this box would be filled in yellow. So underneath, if you guys haven't ever seen my spreadsheet, I have every hero listed, and then I have all their recommended types of gears, main stats, and then recommended substats. And then there's a video link, which takes you to my deep dive video of that character. If, say, you're more of a visual audio person and you want to just like put on a YouTube video and listen to me talk about it versus have to pick through the data, you can just click on the video link. It's I'm trying to make a deep dive for every single character, and I will update this sheet as as I do that. You notice up here for Langale though, it says HTTPS. Just don't bother, because I'm not gonna make a video for Langale because he's a throwaway trash character. There's a couple of those in here. I'm sorry, you Orn lovers. HTTPS, just don't bother. Oh, I gotta make that blue. You know, I'm trying to trick you guys. So this is my spreadsheet. It has every character in the game. They're not like ordered by any way. You just gonna have to look and find their picture. But what I had done is I did have some select characters that I had geared different ways, flagged in orange. But that's really a disservice to you, especially if you're a new player, because a lot of you are gonna want to build a character a specific way at the beginning of the game through mid-game, but then it changes at end-game when you get more options, your characters become more powerful, etc. So I made another section. As you see, it's little down arrows with alternate builds. So the alternate build section is at the bottom. So scroll down to the bottom and you'll find characters that have alternate builds. Now you see Daniel's got 2, Muka, Oisa, etc., etc., right? So the video, let's take Daniel for example, okay? So Daniel, as you see, the one with the video link. Oh, that, you know, I don't know why it does this. So this is not, you see how it gave the Ravenna icon, but if I click on it, it's actually Daniel. You see the video, it actually shows Daniel. I don't know why. That's why it does that. Yeah, like there's, it says Muka, and it's Muka. Okay, weird. Anyways, so the one with the video link is the one that's going to be discussing this recommended build. But say, and for majority of the game, like PvE and at the beginning for story, for Twilight Lands, basically PvE, this is how you're going to want to build them. And this is going to be the best, most efficient build for PvE. But then I have an alternate build down here, and I'm not really going to spell out or put any notes in here to tell you what that's for. Until at a later date when I make a video discussing that, and then I'll put that video link up. But this is a light gap gear, which you can use. This is basically for Daniel and PvP, right? This is the ideal PvP build. And that's going to be kind of similar, except for someone like this. So, say Rakana and Randall. You see they all have HP and main stats. That's because at end game, you want to build them tankier because you're basically relying on Pain Rune and Flashpoint to give them shields, which is going to do AoE damage and AoE stuns. So that's at the end game when, you know, these are elite characters, when they're a little bit less useful, especially like a Rakana who's really squishy. You basically want them just to live a long time, to CC the enemy team and to stun them and to do, you know, AoE damage, while your characters like Leo and Bailey, specifically Bailey, if you're running Assassin team, do the main damage. And in these videos, I did recommend beefier builds. But for you new players, free-to-play players, beginning players, even in early mid-game, you probably aren't going to rely on this mechanic. You're probably not going to care. Your main care is going to be, I don't have Bailey, so I just want my assassins to do damage. So that's why I felt it was a disservice. So I did build alternate builds with their typical damage builds, right? Like if you want to typically build a damage dealer, this is like the standard build. So like you see it says crit rate main stat. That's mainly because in order to run a crit damage main stat, which is more beneficial, you really need to have really good crit rate substats, and you're probably going to run 1 overload and 2 sun signet in order to get that, or even 3 sun signet. But so this is like the typical cookie cutter damage build, but I wanted to include it, and I wanted to highlight that to you guys so that you didn't feel like I maybe was pulling a fast one on you, like what the hell is he doing? Like, you know, I can't use this. My Rakan is not doing any damage in Terradome stage 10 because I built him with HP. Well, you know, that's my fault. So I wanted to basically highlight this to you, that this is, and I think I said this in these videos, that this was more of an end game, and I was discussing why that's kind of an end game build for PvP. Same thing for Oysa. This is her PvP build. This is her PvE build. Muka's an interesting example. So my video, I was highlighting him as a tank because the stage of development where I was at, I was running him in Ancient Altar in the middle boss, and I wanted him to stay alive and tank and get his ads out. But that's kind of a niche purpose. But Muka's kind of a niche character since he's got that HP main stat on his exclusive. So this is like your more typical build. Now, you still, even though Muka is not a damage dealer, you're never going to be able to turn him into a damage dealer, and you can't, no matter what, he's not ever going to be a damage dealer. But you can make use of his attack speed mechanics and put him in a gluttony set with like Vigorous, and you still want HP damage reduction. You still want these, but there are instances where you want him in a gluttony set to take advantage of his attack speed mechanics. Mainly, you can use him in PvP this way. You can use him in the whale boss this way. You know, there are niche instances where you can run him like that, where you want to run him like that. And then like Artis, I think I was telling you guys, ooh, I have to fix this. This is wrong. So this one with the link, I didn't update this yet. This one with the link is all Vigorous sets HP damage reduction, right? Build him like a tank. But at endgame now, especially with the new Vanguard, this guy right here, Na Fang, he kind of pushes Artis out of the PvP arena. Rocketed, awesome, cool. So he kind of pushes Artis out of the PvP arena, and then you want to build him with a gluttony set, which I'll update this as soon as I'm done recording this video. So this is more of an end game stat. You'll use him in like, again, Whale Boss, Turbine Boss, sub 50%. If you want to use him as a boss killer, you want him in a gluttony set. So I have to update this and tell you guys that there are multiple ways to gear this guy. So if you come in here and see, I will always update these stats with how I am gearing that character, but I want to maintain how the majority of you might use him that aren't at endgame, right? And for those other purposes, for those dual purposes. And if I do make a video, like I said already, highlighting the new build, I'll put the video link under the new build. Luke, for those who know, no. So that's going to be about it, guys. I just wanted to get this one out there. What is it? That's a quick 8-minute video. So again, the link for this spreadsheet is in the description of this video, as well as my Discord link, as well as my BlueStacks affiliate link, the official Evolution Discord link. There's a lot of links in the description. Go ahead, pick which one you want. So, and yeah, if you have any questions, as I said, my Discord link is there. You can pop in and ask me any questions. So we're going to wrap this one up right there. I just wanted to get this out to you so I could provide you with as much information as possible. All right? Okay. Cheers, everybody. Peace. Happy Monday. Enjoy. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.